Hi, welcome back to Destination 42. This is my workshop. Uh, so tonight I'm going to try to level the lathe a little bit. It's turning a little bit of a taper, about 10 thou over about 12 inches, so that's pretty bad. I'm going to see if I can get that taken care of. When I first got this lathe, one of the first projects I did was to turn these feet, and they are adjustable. They got half-inch threaded bolts on them, and makes it so I can at least adjust it a little bit. We'll see how that goes. Yes, I definitely think we're going in the wrong direction, because now instead of 13 we're up to 15 thou off. So I'm going to go ahead and back off those 2 turns that I did and add in 2 more turns, pushing this side of the lathe down. I guess we're going to replace the motor instead. Well, it was kind of surprising. I didn't think there was anything wrong. The motor had been running so smooth. Just suddenly, as you heard it, started humming and not turning. I'll pull it out, see if I can find anything wrong with it, and maybe getting a new motor. Alright, let's see if I can get this out of here now. Get it unplugged from here and get it over on the bench. Alright, so pulled the old capacitor out. Pulled this one out of another motor that I had here locally that I know works, and kind of hooked it up temporarily and Same problem, just a little bit of a buzz. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this guy back out, put the original one back in. I can add that back to itself. Alright, and double check again. Same problem. Almost stopped. Check the breaker on this thing. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way apart and see what we can find on the inside. There's actually a little keyed slot right there. Be able to get in and just get started. All right. To remember that. It's from eBay, I don't want to drop it. Alright, do it again. There she is. It's pretty. This was a new old stock. And yes, it apparently looks brand new. The only difference between this motor and the original, so the original was actually a 2-speed motor. It had a normal 1725 plus a lower like 1300 speed. I never actually used that. This one's either a 110 or a 220. It can be wired either way. That's really the only real difference. Initially it's going to be back to 110 just like the old motor. I may up it to 220, 240, whatever, and just to see if I can get that little extra oomph on the startup and stuff. Otherwise, pretty much identical, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and get this tightened up and get the lathe apart, and well, at least the mounting bracket. So this one does have a different mounting style. I'm not sure what they're called. The other ones, you know, I thought it was just for swamp coolers, but it had the bracket that goes on here. This one's got a little bit different mounting style, so I'll have to pull the actual mounting plate out of the lathe and pull the other mount off of there, and then I can mount this motor onto that mounting plate and be good to go. Alright, so I'm going to start on that. So for 110 voltage, white is supposed to be on 2. Blue and red should be on 5, black should be on A. So black's on A, blue's on 4, red I think is on 5. I can't really see. I need a flashlight to shine down into there. You probably can't see it in the camera, but definitely 5. So yeah, white came off of 5 and got put over here on 2. Blue's got to come off of 4 and go where white was. Kind of figured it, but I wasn't quite able to see down in there to see what number that was. That should be for 110. If to go back to 220, basically I just got to move this back here and this back up here, and that'll put me on what's needed for 220. I can add my wires to here and I'll do a quick test. Alright, I'm not going to show how I wired it up because I'd probably get a lot of hate mail. I will tell you though, it's just an extension cord that's been chopped off and stuck in there. And that's really just to test it. Let's go ahead and I'll turn it on and see if it works. Hopefully I don't blow up. This guy pulled off. Now I gotta hope that I can mount the new motor in here correctly. I might have to build an adapter plate. Alright, so I used an old mechanic trick that my dad taught me. Basically, you kind of line everything up and then you just swear at it as much as you can until it works. Other than having that door open when the door's closed, it doesn't rattle. But there's just slight hum from the motor. It's a lot quieter than the old motor. I hear the gear noise a lot more now than I used to. But otherwise, it's done. It's in. I'm up and rolling again. So if anybody has any other ideas on what might be wrong with that motor, I'd really like to hear it. Keeping it around for a little while, but I would like to get rid of it. I don't really want to keep a lot of old broken stuff around the shop. I've already got enough old usable stuff that I don't use. I don't need the broken stuff. But I would like to make sure that it's broken before I throw it out. Was a decent motor. It would be nice to keep on the shelf in case something happens to this motor. Thanks for watching though. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe. Get up here. Get up over there. Wherever it's at. Click the button.